Our system consists of two visualization tools. The first, Savvy, is on screen at the moment. Savvy consists of three windows. This one is a timeline displaying messages and when they occurred. A map shows the locations of messages, and a text view shows additional detail. These are all controlled by the application of filters. This is the timeline view. At the bottom, a histogram shows the distribution of messages over time. We can see that there's a peak at about 6:45. If we select this peak, we'll see the messages sent during this period. Each of these is a message. On the right, you can see a list of entities that have been identified in the text of the messages in the dataset. So for Dancing Dolphin, we can see that there are 33 messages in the current selection containing that entity. We can click on the entity to see only those messages containing Dancing Dolphin. There are still quite a few displayed, and we notice that many of them are retweets. We can filter out the retweets by unselecting the RT option. This gives us a much smaller set to work with, and we can zoom out on the timeline to see all the messages telling us about the fire at the Dancing Dolphin apartments. This looks like an interesting event for further investigation. To help do this, I'll create a new event entity called Fire2, and it'll appear in the list over here. I think this message might be important, so I'll add it to the new event Fire2. This way we can collect together all the messages we think are relevant to a particular event. And here I'm showing you a pre-collected event that contains messages that we found relevant to the fire. This is the map tool that can show messages that have geolocations. Colour is used to indicate time, red for older messages and green for newer ones. The density of colour indicates how many messages appear in a particular location. If we click on a location, we see the detail. We can sort these by time, and we can see reports of a black van hitting a bicycle at that location. We think this is an interesting event, so we take a screenshot and create a new finding in the Sense Map tool. This is the Sense Map tool. Here we can create a new event called Hit and Run and add a new finding. We paste in the picture and add a note. Then this can be added onto the Sense Map for this event. To investigate further, we can go back to the Timeline tool and search for all the messages containing the words black van. And back to the map view, we can now see the locations of those messages that mention a black van. Here's the location where the black van hit the cyclist. But we can also see other reports of a black van at a very similar time. This suggests maybe there is more than one black van involved. So back to the Sense Map tool, we can record multiple black vans as another finding. Back to the Map tool. We found a series of messages that seem to show the movement of the same van over a period of time. The van is eventually stopped by police at the location where the shooting happens. And in the Sense Map, we can add another finding to record this. We can then link our findings together to show the process of analysis.